Hi guys, let's talk about this thing here. That's a weed. Yeah, and that's not a good weed. That weed there will definitely put me under. I have to go get shots if I get into that stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of weeds. There's all kinds of weeds. But if you have other things that cover up the weeds, well, then maybe they're helpful. Let's take a look. Yeah, well, I'm still walking by the trees here, but we'll get around to the weeds. I did want to show you my sourwood trees, how nicely they're coming along. Yeah, that's not a sourwood there. That one there has jagged edges, but this one doesn't. This one here is a sourwood, and so is this one. And there's one up there at the top that's a sourwood also. So we're looking forward to sourwood season here in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Don't you like that little maple tree there? Look at that. At any rate, I say that a lot, yes. Weeds just grow all over the place, and we try to pull them when we can, but we don't get overwhelmed whenever they're kind of doing things that we might not want them to do, like growing in places we may not want them to grow. But here they go. They are pollinators. Yeah, they're pollinate. The bees pollinate, but this is not a bee, of course. It is a bee. I think it's a bee. I'm not sure what that is. But anyway, as you can see, it's a pollinator. And since our food is pollinated by bees of all types, bumblebees and honeybees and many other bees, well, that's a reason to have them around. Yeah. And if we cut all the weeds when they bloom, and they bloom at different times, then the bees can't get to the pollen. And Charlie can't wander into the woods. Where are you going, Charlie? I guess he's going to go down and check out the road. Not sure what's going on there. Anyway, yeah, I say that too a lot. Anyway, yeah. So I was walking around here earlier this morning and I noticed some bees on some weeds. Yeah, these weren't them, but there is a little bee right there. Oh, he's gone. There's one over there though. Let's go see. There, right there. So the bees and the other bugs go around here. Now I saw some on this clover right here. Now my yard is not made of clover, but it is made up of honeybees. Let's see where. Oh, there she is. Yeah. These bees go around all over the place in my yard, and they collect nectar off the clover. Yeah, you wouldn't think I had clover around here, but look at this. If I was to mow the lawn today, well, I'd be killing all that pollen. Wouldn't that be something? We don't want to do that. So we let the pollen grow on this, what we call weeds, that are actually, what are they? Clover. Yeah, they're clover. And the bees are just enjoying that. Isn't that cool? So if you mow your yard to get rid of those little flowers, yeah, you're cutting out a big source of pollen for honeybees this time of year. And they're kind of fun to watch. And they provide 30% of our food. Yeah. So even though we have flowers all over the place around here, not all of them. Wait, what's that? Oh, another pollinator. Where'd she go? There she is. Look at that. Can you believe that? Yeah, our flowers do work for the pollinators. So it's not just honeybees that pollinate our food. The native bees also do so. Ooh, I made a rhyme. So let's take a look over here. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Now, there they are, right there. Pollinating the hydrangea here. Now, this is a native hydrangea that, yeah, it's called an oakwood hydrangea. My wife planted it some time ago. And yeah, isn't that cool? It's really pretty, pretty flowers, and it attracts bees. Let's see if I can find one. Oh, they're all over the place. Yeah, but here, when I want to film them, there's one right there. You see her? Yeah, she's getting in there and getting the pollen. Look at that. So I just thought I'd get out here and show you the bees at work. Yes, and what they do. Aren't they cool? Gathering pollen. I saw some pollen on her legs, on her pollen baskets. Here she is. Maybe that's the same one. Oh no, come on, babe. There she is. Not the same one, I don't think. But she's going back up into that, right there, to get into that pollen that's under these flowers. Isn't that cool? Wow.